Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. Huh? Huh? We did that! I mean, Diana's doing most of the work at this point, but I played a part.
Yeah.
We've really had an uneventful week. Week 16 of Diana's pregnancy. God had bestowed upon me a sickness that was like a head cold. And Diana was like, yeah, well, at least you can take medicine.
Yeah, I know. I was really scared I can probably still get what you had.
Well, I think I have a head cold.
Yeah.
Because we were traveling in San Francisco, and that was baby's first airplane ride. Mm-hmm. Even though baby didn't really get to experience it the same way we did. Diana wasn't nauseous.
No, it was nice.
Yeah.
Didn't feel much at all.
Uneventful. God has evened us out.
Yeah.
Or whatever divine creator you believe in or don't believe in, because this is our life. I still can't hear. So if I'm yelling right now, I'm not angry at anybody. I'm just very stuffed up. Diana's stuffed up in a different way. You're like a stuffed olive with a little pimento. Wait, I'm sorry, not pimento. That's not a word. It's not a thing. Pimento. You got a Pirillo mento.
Although I don't like black olives or mushrooms.
This is something you learned this past week.
Yeah, because I used to love mushrooms, and all of a sudden they just kind of gross me out. Ew. Tastes
change over time. It may have something to do with the pregnancy, maybe not. Sorry, I'm sucking on a, what do you call these?
Lasagna chins. Yeah.
So, Gianna.
Who?
That's your new nickname. I'm just going to call you Jai.
What are you trying to say? I'm like a giant Diana.
Oh, God, I just walked into that one. Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me? No, I had some tea earlier to try to help my throat, soothe my throat. Jazz and Slav made the recommendation of green tea with honey in it, and it seemed to have worked for me. I asked Diana if she wanted any, and she said no. She passed on it. She's checking. Diana is checking her notes.
Yeah. Oh, the number one thing we want to talk about is we heard the baby's heartbeat.
Yes!
That was so exciting. And I was trying so hard not to move because I felt like every time I laughed or moved, the baby's heartbeat would shift and we couldn't hear it. So that was fun. And you guys could hear it as well, because we put it in the vlog that was uploaded yesterday. Yeah, she measured, well, she felt around my stomach and then said the baby's right about here. I don't know how they can tell. They just kind of pushed around and felt it. And then she measured it and said it's exactly where it's supposed to be. And she also said the heartbeat sounds great. So that's good news. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Yeah, it's like textbook, really, to this point. Yeah. And I'm grateful for that, really. Another thing that we wanted to bring up this week, because there's been discussion about it really for, I would say, quite some time, certainly long before the pregnancy. And Diana and I, we've talked about it or talked around it, but hadn't really kind of come up with that thing that would make it work. And I think we've got a solution we're thinking about, and this is not a guarantee. We're thinking about, and we brought this up really for the first time when we had a little meetup in San Francisco, and I think I even shocked Diana when it came out of my mouth, because I hadn't even thought it all the way through, and sometimes I just talk and record at the same time. Hello, this is a great thing for me. Diana's not always comfortable in front of the camera. She's grown accustomed to it, and now it's a normal, this thing here is a normal part of her life, and pretty soon the child's life. I have a YouTube channel. This YouTube channel, it's primarily a vlogging channel. Then the second channel I just launched that I think has been going like gangbusters for geek content, you know, the tech stuff as well as geek lifestyle stuff. That's been going well. But Diana does not have a YouTube channel, and up until this point, we really didn't know, you know, what to do with a channel for Diana. So it is a distinct possibility, and I'm not going to make any promises. We're not saying we're going to do this. We're thinking this. Diana Pirillo's YouTube channel is going to be like this. And yeah, you can't get rid of me that easily. It's going to be primarily mommy vlogging, because Diana's going to be a mother for the rest of her life, and that would allow Diana to vlog her own style, do it like, in fact, maybe not even her own style, but it may end up being like these pregnancy vlogs once a week, just off the cuff, us just kind of sitting around and me talking Diana through some things, and sometimes it may just be her. Yeah. But a once a week thing. Yeah. And talking about lots of things, really. Yes. Even, I know when the baby comes, I won't be able to do my makeup the same way, you know, different types. So maybe I'll develop little tips and tricks on how to do quick makeup or things I like, even clothes, or how I'm going to try to lose the weight, how I'm going to go about it, and things like that. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it's like a variety show around mommy vlogging. So it's cooking, makeup, lifestyle, mommy stuff.
Because things are going to change when the baby comes.
Yes.
We know this.
In a big way. That may very well happen, and it would probably start with the birth. I think it should be mommy vlogging centric, because I think that's what people are kind of looking for. But I think it may be more, I mean, mommy, from mommy's eyes, but it may be a parenting vlog, separate from the regular Pirillo vlog, which is just anything that happens during the day, versus a parent-centric vlog, which would be a great place. What do you guys think? Mom, you know, I think it's mommy-centric, obviously, but I think parenting may maybe be the best way to approach it. Sorry, I'm like thinking, like I said, sometimes I just blah, 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 blah. I'm a lot more comfortable in front of the camera.
Ooh, so excited.
I'm happy about it. I'm happy about you being a mommy.
And I, like Kristen, I'm pretty textbook, so as I was reading my pregnancy stuff, it said that I will be developing acne this week, and guess what happened? Boom. I got an acne.
I was going to come in closer, but is it okay?
Well, can you see it?
If I come in a little closer, I might be able... There we go. All right, here's a contest for everybody. Name Diana's zit.
But isn't that funny? How they said, I almost think that I get it in my head and develop whatever they're...
Psychosomatic. I think it's true, because you do that sometimes.
Yeah, but no, I mean, I have been pretty textbook to morning sickness to everything.
Which I'm very happy about.
Mm-hmm.
I really genuinely am. We couldn't have asked for a pregnancy to have gone better textbook, because you never know. It's all over the map. Every woman, and
oh, yeah.
I know that every woman is different. You know, this woman happens to be the best woman on the planet. Not that I'm biased or anything. I'm just saying. That's true. We did an internet poll, and Wicket and me got together, and we decided. Everyone seems to now think it's going to be a boy. They thought it was going to be a girl. Now they think it's going to be a boy.
No, we will find out soon.
Yes, we will. Within weeks, really.
Oh, I want to talk about the cramp in my foot.
Oh, yeah. This was briefly in the Pirillo vlog the other day as well.
Yeah.
She freaked out.
I've never had anything like that happen to me. And it was like a Charlie horse. I forget the proper term for it, but it's like a cramp in your calf muscle. And my mom said she got them all the time during pregnancy. And
but you had yours right there. That's where you've never had it before.
Yeah,
you've had Charlie horses.
And then just out of nowhere, my foot kind of like cramped up and it wouldn't move. So I freaked out.
She freaked out.
I didn't know what was happening.
That's when we were in the hotel. I clipped it briefly in the vlog.
I think I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening?
Yeah, I came up, I was going to touch it, and she said, no. I'm like, okay. In fact, they said don't touch it when you're cramping.
They said don't massage it. Just try to slowly lift your feet up, lift your foot up and fingers or toes.
You were afraid your toes were going to stick in that position too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it was the scariest thing.
She was freaking out.
Yeah, and it hurt so bad. Like, I don't know if you've ever experienced a cramp in your calf muscle, but...
Well, I have.
Yeah. Oh, when I get them in my calf muscle, it like knocks me out of the bed. During pregnancy, the baby takes most of your nutrition from you and takes it in for the baby. So I might be having it more than usual. I saw the baby is about 7.5 inches. Oh, and the baby's making fists and putting them up to his little or her little mouth.
And what else is the baby developing right now?
It's developing stool.
So you have poop floating around inside the baby in your womb.
Yeah, isn't that cute? Baby's first poo. Oh, I wish we could keep it and frame it.
If you want, we can bronze it, but I don't know. This may change, but I'm not as excited about the poo.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 7.75 inches.
I don't think my fingers can stretch that far. I need a couple more inches. There we go.
So it's growing. And the baby's heartbeat is strong and pumping 100 pints of blood a day. Pints.
Okay, Gianna. We are producing more vlogs and talking about having kids, because this is now a part of our life. A lot of people, seem to project their own experiences onto us. And I kind of wanted to talk about that this week in the pregnancy update vlog, if only because we've been asked, what are you going to do when you have the baby? Are you going to quit vlogging? What are you going to do? Are you going to vlog the baby? What's going to happen? And even though we know people who have kids and they choose not to put photos or videos or anything of the kids out there in the general social media public, I'm not going to say we were taking the opposite approach, but I don't think it was even really a question. We're definitely going to make this a public family, and are very, very aware that people like judging others, and we don't welcome that. We don't put our lives out there to be judged. And so even though we know that everybody has an opinion, and sometimes we may even ask for the opinion, it doesn't mean that you're right. It doesn't mean that we're right. We're just doing our best. So we know that putting the lives of our kid or kids out there could invite some rather interesting commentary. You just got to remember, it's our life. Like my life, Diana's life, and the child's life. And we're going to make decisions that we believe are best for the family. And we think that vlogging is, well, it's a part of our lives now, and it seems that everybody's doing fine so far. It's just that I know that you should do this with the baby, you should do that with the baby, you should do this with the baby. We can't do everything. Yeah. We can't be everything.
It would be really hard not to vlog the baby.
Yeah.
Even hiding the first couple months of my pregnancy, before we told everyone, it was really hard to vlog around that. And we're vlogging our life, so that's what we're doing.
And we're never going to do anything to intentionally bring harm to, anybody, really, or, do anything that would be construed as negative or, have a lasting negative impact on anybody's life. Certainly, our job, number one, really, for the rest of our lives is protecting that child and future children as well. That's the approach we're going to take. I got to throw it out there because I just see some comments coming in. I'm like, really? Come on. I mean, you just got to understand, this is the line we draw. We're sharing our lives with you. Just take it in. That's it. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to like everything we do. That's okay. Guess what? You can have your own life. And you're welcome to your own life. It's just that we're going to have our own life. And part of that is definitely going to be raising this child with a social responsibility that very few people seem to have.
Yeah. It's a good thing, too, because my parents, they aren't able to come. They probably won't be retired for a while. So they get to see the baby through the vlogs, too. And this is how they're watching my pregnancy updates, through this right here. Mm-hmm. So it's a win-win.
Yes.
And, like, the positive. Let's look at it.
I'm trying to be positive about it. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to be very, very positive, but also drawing that line and the boundary that this is our family, and we are inviting you in and really exposing parts of ourselves that sometimes are very vulnerable, like a pregnancy, and we appreciate the support that you give. You just got to understand, we can't accommodate everybody, and the first person I got to accommodate, and I love you out there and everything, first person I got to accommodate is this woman right here. And pretty soon, the male or female child inside her womb will be priority 1. And I know Diana's going to slip to priority 0. No, I don't mean that in I mean, like, you're still number 1 is what I'm saying. Your 0 comes before 1 in the mathematical scale. I'm not, a rocket scientist or anything, but I do know that. So I'm just saying that, this is my priority. This family is our priority, and we're going to, pardon me, make decisions that we believe are best, including belching on YouTube. I think I have no problem with that.
They come along for the ride. This is the baby.
See, we really haven't seen that much of a change. And I know some people want Diana to expose her skin, and she will when she's good and ready. But maybe you are getting a little bigger this week. I mean, demonstrably. There was a really good photo that I got, a screen cap from the TLDR that we did live from the hotel room. Like you up against the backdrop of the bright light, and it looked really, really cool.
Yeah.
That was in a video. I don't know if you guys saw it in the other YouTube channel, the Geek one.
So the baby's about right here.
And lunch is right about here.
Yeah. In the bladder.
In the poo. Possibly in this area. Diana gets ticklish. Sometimes I'll walk in, I'll pat her belly and she'll tickle. I'm like, I want to touch the belly.
It does tickle.
I can't wait to read to it. I want to read to the baby. I want to sing to the baby. I want it to know my voice, which is going to be unavoidable throughout life.
Yeah, it seems to be growing pretty, steadily.
Yes.
Like.
So, thank you for tuning in for yet another pregnancy vlog, and thank you for remembering to like, comment, share, subscribe, and watch even more of our vlogs right now!